So I literally just watched this go down live. 1 minute Cuffem is hyping up and beginning his so-called Lean Mukbang stream, and the next thing I knew, his entire account got packed up. Like, we're talking he is banned, and that in itself is an achievement because this platform lets anything slide nowadays. And honestly, this right here might be one of the dumbest things I've seen any streamer do in a while. Like, bro, how desperate do you got to be that you turn sipping lean into a special live stream event? And yes, this was actually a thing. I witnessed streamer Twitter explode when the news dropped for the unemployed. Cuffem was legit about to do a stream where he sits there, eats his food, and drinks the purple stuff like he's Dave Blunt's. I mean, he was hyping it up like it was the freaking Super Bowl.
That is right there. That's like a 2.5. Couldn't get you a cut, little bitch.
Someone come and get this guy right here. My mouth dead watering. That is some crazy work. Now, right after Cuffem was banned, Aiden Ross came to his rescue and claimed the stream was just a skit. But more on that later, because we're going to break this whole thing down on why it happened, what is being done about it, and what this says about the state of streaming in 2025.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
So let's start with everything we know and some food for thought. Cuffem, who is the star of our show today for my first vid back, announced that he'd be doing a big stream on Kick where he does a special type of mukbang. If you don't know what a mukbang is, it's basically a term for people eating food right in front of your face for content. But this wouldn't be some ordinary mukbang where Chick-fil-A was being consumed. Rather, he would be hosting a stream of himself drinking lean on camera in front of thousands of viewers for entertainment. Now, I'll give you a crash course. In case you don't know what lean is, well, it is codeine, which is an opioid, mixed with promethazine, candy, and soda. Now, why do people drink this stuff? Well, it's supposed to make you feel good and loopy, and it also happens to be very prevalent in some cultures, especially in hip-hop music. Say what you want, but that song is top 5 for Future. But make no mistake, this stuff is addictive, dangerous, and has led to real life, I would say, unalivements. So for someone to just casually treat this drug like it's content and entertainment, I mean, that's just foolish and immature.
All right, All right, Chad, don't worry. Before we start the geek session, you know we got to do a roll call. You know what I'm saying? We got to make some phone calls. You know, I'm going to call some of my favorite geekers. Some of them might not want to show y'all how geek they be on camera, but whoever answers, all right? I think we done with the trick. I think we done with the trivia. All right.
I mean, look at the excitement on this guy's face. As soon as the hype started though, Kick got word of the stunt and pulled the plug on his channel. The account got suspended just an hour after starting the worldwide canon event. Now, this story started spreading real quick, and I mean, I was just sitting here scrolling Twitter before hitting my bed sheets. Aiden Ross hopped on his own stream afterwards to mention that this ban was uncalled for because this was all just a skit.
Listen, bro, I obviously don't defend fuck drugs, fuck lean, first of all, but I can vouch and tell you guys it wasn't real lean. We bought it off eBay. We bought it all off eBay. We bought prop lean off of eBay. So therefore, Kick, if you could please unban him. He made it very clear. You know, we're not violating terms of service. If you look into the terms of service, I can pull it up on stream. Chat's even saying we know. Facts. I mean, dude, I'm just being real with you guys.
All right, look, before we go further, let's have some real talk. This is another example of influencers doing anything for attention, whether it's faking personalities, live streaming fights, or now promoting actual drug use on camera. The bar is set at a new level that I don't even think NASA has the ability to measure. But this one really crosses into territory that shouldn't be touched, because now we're talking about glamorizing a substance for clout. You can only imagine the type of audience that's watching this. Most of the IRL streaming space consists of young, impressionable viewers, and we definitely don't need to risk youngins getting the message that drinking lean is funny or cool because their favorite streamer does it. Now, to be fair, yes, Aiden Ross said it was all a skit and it was fake, but that raises some eyebrows. There's also replies floating around on Twitter saying it was just soda and a styrofoam cup and the whole thing was just a troll. But even if that were the case, there is still a problem. From that point, a stream like that, calling it a lean mukbang and then pouring up on camera, is to look like you're doing drugs. You are then pushing an image to get shock value and rage bait, and that is where it crosses the line. Also, you're telling me I have to sit here and analyze the clips to determine if he was sipping on some grape flavored Kool-Aid? But whether it was real or fake, you are still glamorizing the same behavior that can lead to people ruining their lives, who might not know the difference between a bit and a breakdown.
I'm a savage! Oh!
Now let's talk about Kick for a second, because they're not off the hook. Kick built its brand by being the anti-version of Twitch. There's fewer restrictions, more creative freedom. But when the Lean stream got close to taking off, they slammed the ban hammer down before it went too far. Where was that same energy when it comes to everything else? Kick has a history of streams on their platform that contains some sensitive content, reckless behavior, gambling promotions. So the fact that they waited until Cuffem publicly promoted a drug stream to finally hit the brakes, I mean, that shows this wasn't about principle, it was about what would make them look worse. They don't want to be seen as the platform that lets someone abuse substances on camera, or at least look like they are. But the other stuff, just let them cook, I guess. This is also why people don't take moderation on Kick seriously. It's selective enforcement, and it's based on how bad the backlash might be, not what's actually right or wrong.
Well, duh.
Now, my personal thoughts. I think situations like this further stain the reputation of streaming to the mainstream media. We can't expect this space to thrive in the far future if people are literally risking their health and encouraging drug use to stay relevant. In the end, it has a hidden domino effect on everyone who tries to pursue streaming as a career. Now, real quick, I'll throw a bone to his fans. If this was all fake and he actually was sipping on some grape juice, I do think he should be unbanned, but only if he owns up, takes accountability, and apologizes for his actions. But to be fair, there is a lot of evidence that says that this is fake, so I mean, if it is fake, then the guy will be unbanned. I just have my own opinions on what you should be doing on stream and stuff like that, but you don't gotta agree with me, you just gotta see where I'm coming from. And to Kick, maybe if you held everyone on your platform to a real standard, then stuff like this wouldn't go so far. So my question to you, the viewer, how far do you guys think these creators are gonna go before it gets too much? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Was Kick right for banning Cuffem? Is this a sign for where streaming culture is headed? Either way, leave your thoughts. I appreciate you for making it this far, and also it's good to be back on the microphone talking about nonsense on the internet. If you're rocking with the vid and enjoyed watching, consider dropping a like and sub if you want to support the cause and the grind. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay blessed and deuces.